everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so for this video I thought I would take the opportunity to stop by and unbox and review the 4K picture for my recent second sight pickup that I got for the Innkeepers. Now I have to tell you is I had no intention of doing a dedicated video for this release. As a matter of fact, I was actually going to include it in a simple haul video. But myself and Ellen watched it a couple of nights ago. We had such a good time with it. We took a huge U-turn on this movie that I felt it was only right to stop by and share it with you all. Now, if you're not particularly aware of the Innkeepers, it is directed by Ti West and it has a very, very simple premise. It's about these two employees that work in the front desk of this hotel that's closing down. As a matter of fact, it's in its last weekend. Now, both employees, they're kind of like paranormal investigators, and they're going to take the opportunity over this weekend to prove whether or not this hotel is in fact haunted. Now, it's a movie of two halves, no question about it. The first half is very lighthearted. There's actually a lot of comedic moments, and it's largely to do with this character here. It's played by Sarah Paxton. There's something so playful, something so lovable about her character. As a matter of fact, she reminds me of Ellie from The Last of Us. Big time Ellie vibes from her. Now, not Ellie from the TV series, Ellie from the video game. Just look at Sarah Paxton in this whenever someone kind of accidentally scares her overreacting to it. You can't help but think of Ellie. And I have to tell you, she is one of the main reasons to why you would want to check this one out. Such a fantastic performance from her. And like I said, if you do like Ellie from The Last of Us, the video game, chances are you're going to love her character. But the thing is, when the movie kicks on and goes into full horror mode, it's a very capable horror movie. Very chilling at times, you know, it sends the shivers up your spine. Very atmospheric. And I think Ti West has done a wonderful, wonderful job here. This might be my favourite movie from him, and I can't believe I'm saying that because, like I said at the start, me and Ellen took such a U-turn in this one. When we seen it back in the day, we couldn't stand it. We thought it was very, very boring. Now, I don't like using the word slow burn, because sometimes when people use it, it makes it sound like they're basically swapping that for boring. It's all about, you know, building character, building story, building atmosphere. And I think that's what The Innkeepers does incredibly well. For me, the star of the show is the actual hotel itself. Now, I'm not going to turn around and say that this is the creepiest looking hotel you're ever going to see. It's not. It's your typical hotel. It really is. But there's something about it. There is something eerie about the place. I don't know how to describe it to you. You have to see it for yourselves. But it goes without saying, if you haven't checked out The Innkeepers, this one comes highly, highly recommended. Like I said, a movie of two halves, and if you stick with it, I promise you, I think you'll get a lot from it. Right, so I'm going to take you around this release. I'm going to give you a quick look at it, and then I'm going to come back and briefly talk about its 4K transfer. So yeah, here we go. Right, so here we go, The Innkeepers. So there is a J card. I want to quickly bring it in and let's just have a look at it. But as you can see up top, you've got the synopsis of the movie. You've got your special features, and as you can see, there is quite a few on this one. And you got your limited edition contents and all your technical information. And you'll notice that the Blu-ray is region B locked on this one. Of course, the 4K disc is region free. So yeah, it's your typical J card, just wraps around your release. Right, that's out of the way. Let's get on with the release. And I have to tell you, I am loving, absolutely loving the newly commissioned artwork that you get with this one. It tells you everything you need to know about the movie. You've got the hotel, you got Sarah Paxton, as you can see, she's doing her investigating. And then you've got the ghostly figure in the background. Loving the colour scheme on this release as well. But what I'll do is I'll take us in close and let's just have a look at the hotel itself. And then of course you got Sarah. And look at the face of that ghost. Creepy. So yes, loving the artwork on this release. Now, when it comes to the top of the box, there's nothing going on. The same can be said for the bottom. So I'll then take us on to the spine. And you just simply got the title of the movie and the second sight logo down below. And right around to the back, and once again, they are focusing on that ghostly figure. But I have to tell you, the colour scheme on this set really works very well. But I'll take us in close and look at that figure again. Look at that. You can sort of see I think it's like blood kind of just dripping from my mouth. And I think that's what it's meant to be, as far as I remember. So yes, very simple, but I love it. Very effective. Right, so that is the back. And by the way, that box does come in a nice, hard, rigid box. No surprise there. And this is the contents that we're going to be looking at. Right, so I will remove everything and get this going. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the postcards. And if you're familiar with Second Sight, you know exactly what to expect with these postcards. It's mainly the artwork that you're going to see throughout this set, whether it's on the booklet itself or the digipack or the hard box itself. So I think there's probably 6 of them all together. And as you can see, they are beautifully presented. So I think that's them all there. Yeah, that's the 6 of them. And there's nothing going on in terms of the backings. Right, so put the postcards to a side. You've also got this very sizable looking book. Now, I haven't gotten around to reading this yet, but I'm sure it's your typical Second Sight book where it's covering a little bit of everything. So, as you can see, you've got the 2 employees, them looking into the basement. And then right around to the back, you've got the letter there, I'll be back at 7. And what I'll do is I'll just quickly open the book and let's just have a quick look at what's inside. But as you can see, they're covering a little bit of everything. Probably the production of the movie, behind the scenes, the cast, everything like that, even the director, Ty West. So I don't want to spend too much time with it because there's a few stills in it that might give away a few surprises in the movie. So I just don't want to ruin it for anyone. So there you go. That's your book. And all that's left to show you is the digipack. And here we go. This is one side of it. And as you can see, it's another ghostly figure that you see in this movie. Look at that. Creepy. Very creepy. Again, the makeup, it looks great in them. They really do. Right around to the back is the bell for the front desk. Just says welcome on it. And what I'll do is I'll open it up, and that is the artwork in full. So turn it in, and you are greeted to your 4K disc on the left hand side, your Blu-ray disc on the right hand side. As you can see, different disc art as well. And I will just quickly remove them so you can see the artwork behind. And oh wow, how creepy does that look? I've never actually seen that before, funny enough. It's the first time I'm seeing it. Wow, that is great. Looks amazing. Right, so there you go, folks. That is everything that you get in this wonderful release of the Innkeepers. And once again, Second Sight knocking it out of the park. Right, so on to the 4K transfer. Now, I have to tell you, is anyone going into this one thinking that you're going to be seeing a pin razor sharp 4K image, you are going to be massively, and I mean massively, disappointed with this one. The image is flash, it's dull, and it's somewhat mutish. But here's the thing, it's meant to be that way. It's intentionally done that way. If you're familiar with Ty West and his movies on 4K, they always have a specific look, a stylistic look, and the Innkeepers is no different. Just look at the implementation of Dolby Vision for instance here. It doesn't drastically heighten things. Again, the colours just seem somewhat muted. They're not going to be very deep. Now, I'm not going to say that they're somewhat lifeless. They're not. It really isn't. There is some colour to be appreciated here. But yes, like I said, they do come across as somewhat dull. Even the fine detail, it's appreciable. It really is. But it's not the sharpest image you're ever likely to see. Even the black levels on this one, they are deep, but nowhere near as deep as you come to expect when it comes to a 4K transfer. But like I said, this is all intentionally done. It really is. And I have to tell you, I got something from this 4K transfer. I really did. It is unbelievably faithful. And despite the way I described it, trust me, you need to check this one out. The transfer really adds something to the movie itself. Now it comes with a DTS 5.1 audio, and I have to tell you, I really enjoyed this mix. As a matter of fact, once or twice it got me. Now, maybe I wasn't bracing myself, or I don't know, but there was one segment in this movie, which I'm not going to say, but it's to do with whispering. And there was this whispering coming out from behind me, and it just took me by surprise. It actually sounded like someone was right against my ear whispering. And I am not kidding you, I leapt off my seat. I really did. Took me by surprise. And that's what you're getting with this DTS 5.1 audio. It is going to play with you. It really is. And that's what you want, particularly when you're watching a kind of ghost story like this one. The dialogue sounds very clean, beautifully centered. You're going to have absolutely no issues with this one. Not only that, but there's actually moments in it with the low-end bass that you're going to really appreciate as well. It took me by surprise. It's not one of those movies that screams out like, you know, low-end bass. But there's a few scenes, and it's mainly to do with the music of the movie, where you hear that low bass kicking in, and like I said, it will shake the room quite considerably. All in all, I think it's a fantastic DTS 5.1 audio here, and it gave me everything that I wanted and more. So there you have it, folks. That is my review of the Innkeepers, and as you can see, I couldn't be more happier with the results here. Like I said, it's not going to be the razor pin sharp 4K image that you come to expect, but it's a very faithful presentation here, and it sounds fantastic as well. Comes highly recommended. So there you have it, folks. That is my review, so I'm going to let you go. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could do, leave a comment down below. And if you have seen this movie, please do share your thoughts on it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.